Hello, Star Raven. How are you? We are in the midst of training a wig. Oh my god, look at me. I look like old time Granny back in her heyday. This is the wig from earlier, by the way, that I showed you on your stream. I know, honey. If he's coming, he better have dinner and candy for me. A dinner renovation, candy, and some flowers. Look, I took the old Jabot for Mr. Fancy Man, and look, I can turn it into a bonnet. It literally looks like a little granny bonnet. But yeah, what we're doing is we're helmeting the wig. We're trying to get the front bits to kind of cement with layers of hairspray to, so when we take the wig off, on and off, the curls stay for a good while. It is cute. Hold on, let me see if I can. I did do a video earlier of working on it. Not the best. Let me see. I don't know if I can. I'm literally. This is the mirror that I've been using to cut my hair, by the way, whenever I have to shave the sides. Let me see. There we go. You kind of got a little bit of the bun, but it covers everything. So we got the nape right. That's good. Uh, yes, it does. This is I didn't get a chance to mention it in the chat earlier. I did mention it in the video. This is one of the wigs. Not from the same opera house, but there was another sale from a theater slash opera house, and they were getting rid of some of their old wigs. And when I first started doing drag, that was some of the wigs. I mean, my countess wig right here is literally from a opera house wig. I just restyled it into a 16th century, but it is basically the same type of wig that this is. But this is what this wig looked like when it was like new. It used to have like that realistic vibe to it, and you can actually hold on, you can barely see it because of the hairstyle, but it's still got that hairline scalp. But it is just, I just love it. And I was nervous that this wig was going to be too short. I figured we were going to have to put a false bun piece or something in it, but the bun that I put in it, it looks okay, but we might just do like a slip cover bun, something that makes it look prettier. But I am very proud. It looks like what I was going for. It literally looks like what I was going for. I just need an outfit for it. Oh, well, Star, that's the fun part. It takes a while. I've been working on it for a couple of hours. I want to say I did the video of me styling this earlier about 8 o'clock. It is now 11:56, and we're at that phase where we have to put the wig on our head and just add a little sprints here and there to get it at least stiff enough. And then when it's stiff enough, what we do is we take a really good anti-freeze hairspray, and then we take it off, and then we flip it over, and then we spray the interior half to get the back, basically the back side of the hair cemented in. And then we let it dry, spray again, let it dry, spray again. It's a process, and you basically sacrifice a bottle of hairspray, and I'm trying to basically use this. This is my last bottle of Got to Be Glue spray, but the spray nozzle is messed up, but I'm trying to use it because there is like maybe this much left of hairspray in here, and it just sucks that this nozzle is crap. But I'm trying to get it in there. And then I might do, because I've heard drag queens have been doing it. And long story short, there was a woman who thought it'd be fun to style her hair, her actual real hair growing on the scalp, with Gorilla Glue spray. And she realized her mistake and she had to be hospitalized. And ever since that incident happened, when drag queens want to have a hairstyle that they know is going to like stay that hairstyle and they don't have to like restyle it to that style, they've been like styling their hair like normal, spraying it, and then they finish it off with some clear Gorilla Glue spray. And that's what normally helmets it perfectly. However, I do not trust that. So I just basically do the old-fashioned route, which is basically hosing this down with layers and layers of hairspray. And when it feels like it's going to be stiff in the parts that's visible, I flip it over and then just repeat on the inside with the hairspray, layering and layering. But we probably have enough time just to do the exterior bit. And then I'm just like, what I like to do is I'd like to pat it so it just literally fits to my scalp. And it makes it more realistic. I wish I could show you the back more better. It's got this cool little wave to it, like that little finger wave, that little zigzag. I call it a zigzag wave, but it's like a finger wave. It's got that going. So it does have that, like that vintage, like Edwardian, like Flapper Day, like borderline, still Edwardian, but slowly Flapper styles coming and taking over, that type of era. And then these little flyaways were all last minute. Just one hair fell out, and I was like, that's kind of cute. So I just did the other side, and the other side was a little too long, so I just like snipped it to match. So now it's here to stay. I thought of that too, but I guarantee you it probably would not look good for brunette hair. Unless they're really good with hot glue. Me, it's like I could probably do it, but there's going to be evidence of residue. There's going to be evidence of residue if I try the hot glue method. Yeah, the side bits are cute. I like how they just like it gives it more of a realistic vibe. Without it, it looked more granny-ish, but with the side bits, it does have a little bit of a youthful look. Despite this is basically young granny in her heyday. I wish I had the outfit that goes with this look. If I had the outfit that goes with this look, I'd throw it on right now, add this, and it just makes sense. So how are you today? How are you? We pigged out. Well, I should say we pigged out yesterday because it's today. Today is actually tomorrow, and tomorrow's now today. It's just 2 minutes after midnight. Oh, cool, cool. Yeah, yeah, we ordered some food yesterday because we got paid, thank goodness. I get my food stamps today, later today, so that's a good thing. And I'll be grocery shopping with that. But I decided I needed something for at least today. And I thought what great thing to do would be just to, because I was craving hamburgers. So I had hamburgers. I made stuff for hamburgers. But something was going on. There was like sirens everywhere. It was mass chaos and it took them a while to get here. So I ate late. Hey, Lisa, how are you? It's 2 a.m.? Oh, well, Lisa, it's early here too. It's it's like 3 after midnight. It's literally 3 after midnight. Oh, yes, Star, because literally I was living on rations, so I pigged out. And I will admit, I had 4 hamburgers and probably 2 pounds of French fries. I was literally that hungry. I literally ate 4 hamburgers and 2 pounds of French fries. Literally, almost the entire bag of French fries. Because, like I said, I barely had any food for the past few days. I was living on tiny rations of bland food, barely any seasoning in it. So, oh, hello, Catherine. Yes, yes, yes. I've been wanting hamburgers for the longest time. And I am going to be going back to my my potato taco diet. I've been really loving the potato taco diet. Plus, it's been cheap. It's really cheap. So I'll be going back to that. I have stuff that's going to be delivered, so I'll probably just order my groceries on Amazon again, but it should be here faster. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Um, what did you get you just out of curiosity, what type of burger was it, Star? Was it I always like, I always try a variety of different vegan burgers, and I'm just curious, what is your favorite version of a what's your favorite vegan burger patty? I've tried the black bean, and I believe I've tried the mushroom, and then I tried something else. It looks like red, like a reddish meat, like a. I'm trying to think of the brand name, but I can't think of the brand name right now. But I've used 3 so far. What's your favorite one? Oh, we should all have a hamburger night. Everybody's got hamburgers. We should all have hamburgers. Yes, yes, that's the one I couldn't remember. Beyond Burger. I've tried Beyond Burger. Then I've tried 2 other I think it's called Balka or Baka. Don't recommend. I would not eat it by itself. It's better with toppings, but Beyond Burger, it's like literally it tastes like a real burger and it's delicious. And then I had one vegan burger that was made with mushrooms. That was pretty good, pretty good. But I strongly recommend like maybe coating it with a breading if possible to kind of, that way it's kind of like a vegan fried burger patty. Oh yes. Oh my gosh, Star mushroom burgers. There's this place. I think it's either called Kids Burger or Kids Valley Burger. And they have deep fried mushrooms. And oh my gosh, they give me food gasms. They give me in chunky food gasms because they're so good. I keep looking back at the screen and I keep forgetting that I have this on my head. All right, let's do another. Right. All right. And all right. Push it in. We did not get most of this side. All right. Another layer. Yeah, mushroom burgers are the best. Oh my gosh. There's this, I can never think of the name of the mushroom, but it's a big piece of mushroom. And when this person gets done with it, it looks like fried chicken, but it's not fried chicken. It's actually a mushroom, but it looks and tastes like like fried chicken strips. And I've been trying my best. When I first heard it, I went on a wild goose hunt trying to find this mushroom, but it is nowhere. Lion's mane? So, about this hairstyle, um, I was in shock when I found out who directed this movie, but there's this silent film, and it's a fun movie. It's like a little comedy. It's called The Farmer's Wife. It's a silent film, and there's this spinster lady who's hosting a party. I think the character's name is Anne. And I loved her little hairstyle. And there's this scene, and I mentioned this in the when the hairstyling video when I was styling this, but there's this scene where she's getting ready for the party and she's in her little robe and the main character comes over to her house and she's upstairs. So she's on one side of her upstairs area and it's in her toiletry room. And then she's trying to cross the stairway to get to her dressing room. And she's literally trying her hardest not to be seen because back in those days, I'm trying to remember that. I'm trying to remember the proper wording. It was very improper for a man to see an unmarried woman in her nightgown. So there's this moment where she's freaking out. She's like running for her life, like bloody murder the moment he catches her. And she's like, whoop. And it's like there's a scene where she's getting her hair ready, and her real hair was about the length of this wig, and you see her like brushing hair whips and hair pieces, and then she's like somehow, I don't know, it looked like she was gluing them on with a paste and then just wrapping them around her teeny tiny ponytail that she had, and then she was just like in using these pieces to make this gigantic loose granny bun. And it was such a cute little. It's a cute movie. It's a cute movie. It's a comedy. It's a huge comedy, and I don't want to give any spoilers, but it's a fun movie. But the director, guess who directed that movie? You will be in shock. Alfred Hitchcock. Alfred Hitchcock, who does like his weird mystery kind of Twilight Zone movies. He did The Farmer's Wife. It's not no Twilight Zone. It's more like a comedy. It's a cute little comedy. I want to say early 20s. The setting, I think the movie was in like late early 30s before silent films, before talkies, right before talkies started getting popular. But it was set kind of around the time of Downtown Abbey, where the flapper style was just getting into style. People were cutting their hair short, but there were still these women that were like still dressing up like Gibson girls. And it's a fun movie. It is a silent film, so there's no vocals or anything. There's just this I will say, very boring music. However, there's a scene at Anne's tea party. Like I said, I can't remember her name, so we're just going to call her Anne. So there's a scene in Anne's birthday party where she hires singers, and you get to hear what the early talkies sounded like. So you kind of get so they actually play vocals for just that one scene with the male singer singing at her tea party. But I will admit, I think there was a Gothic granny in that movie because there's this scene where they're trying to help this old woman in a wheelchair and she's all dressed in black and she looks like a witch and she just looks awesome looking and the kids don't want to get near her. But yeah, she was like, okay, we got a Gothic and Gibson girl a Gothic Gibson girl granny. And she's got thick frame glasses. She was only in that tea party scene, but she they just could not figure out how to get her into that house. They could not figure out how to get her in that house. I strongly recommend if you can find that movie, Star Raven. It's called The Farmer's Wife, silent film. Um, I would kind of lower the volume of the music because the music kind of like it starts to torture you for a little while, but then there's some music that's like, okay, I can live with it. But there's other parts where they play this music that just like kind of depresses you. And I have to kind of turn it down a little bit in order to kind of tune that like loud depression music because it's like, and I what I mean by depression music, I mean by music that like it's so torturous it will drive you insane because it's way too dramatic. But so there's another character. Her name is Minta, but her full name is Aminta. So it's almost like, I mean, I'm hoping I'm saying her name right, but it almost sounds like mint, but with an A in the front and an A in the back. So it's like Aminta, but they call her Minta. At the very end, she wears like this party frock, and I'm actually planning to try to replicate that. Unfortunately, I don't know what color, but I kind of, from doing research on how people played with fabric colors, like for example, when they made Jezebel, the alleged red dress was not red. It was actually this milk chocolate brown because if they had the actress put on a real red dress, it would have looked black. So the iconic scandalous red dress was actually milk chocolate with black lace trim. And basically milk brown looked red on camera. So from the way that dress looked, I'm assuming in color it must have been maybe a milk brown with a little bit of cream. But if because they didn't say what color it was. They didn't say what color it was. So I'm going to say maybe it must have been a milk brown with a cream lace trim or something. But it was cute. It was a cute little frock. They called it a frock when it's actually a party dress. Like not a formal party dress, but like, a semi-formal. But it's a cute movie. Let's see, these are drying still. Pat it a little bit more. Oh, cool, cool, cool. I am now on a PC. I'm also wide awake. I am slightly sleepy, but I got to get this wig done. I have something to help me go down. Oh, earlier, Star. I don't know if you saw earlier, but I it's still safe, but I knocked down the container with the bracelet, and when I picked it up, nothing spilt, but there's something going on inside that container. I don't know what it nothing has changed color or anything, but the salt around the bracelet looks like it's sticky. And I like literally I've worn this bracelet for years, so there's no like sticky residue that I've noticed. But I think there's something supernatural happening with this bracelet and the salt's killing it or something. Yeah, it's like so it is the second. So tonight since it's a full moon tonight, um well it's going to be a full moon later today. I'm going to be putting that Tupperware with the bracelet on the window so it gets, so the moonlight can work its magic and then we'll see what happens. So far the salt looks kind of pinkish. But it's just so weird. It's like I said, it's like it looks sticky. Like the bracelet was wet or something, but it's not wet. It's never been wet. And like I said, it's never been oily. Otherwise, I would have noticed it because I've worn that bracelet for years. And then it disappeared and then I find it and then when I put it back on, like bad luck happened again all over again. But it's like my favorite bracelet, so I just really think it's been cursed. And I think it's like the whatever's happening to it, I think it's killing whatever it is. Probably that's what I'm thinking, Star. I think it's the evil. I think it's kind of like the evil is reacting like a snail reacts when you pour salt on it. I think it's like sliming it. So I think I got hurt cursed. I got that bracelet from a monk. There's these monks that come around in the summertime and they like come up to you and they'll slip a pretty bracelet on you, they'll give you a token, and then they demand you to pay them. It's like they don't ask permission to touch you, they just walk up to you, grab your wrist, throw a bracelet on you, give you a token, and then they try to charge you for it. And I fell for the trap just one time, and I was generous. I didn't have enough money, but this monk was like bitching. Like, is that it? I only had like maybe $3 in cash, and I was not going to take out 20 for him. I gave him, $3, because it's like, okay, and I think that he hexed the beads. I think he hexed the beads. Hello, Gothica. I agree with that too. Like I said, it was probably a scammer monk. It had to have been like a scammer monk who like probably knew black magic because um I cannot think of his last name. That YouTuber that I suggested to you, Star, he went to New Orleans, and I think it was his New Orleans video, and he got scammed by the same monk. Well, not the same monk, but the same monks who go around throwing a bracelet on you and then give you a token and then try to charge you. He was talking about how he fell for the trap. He fell for the trap. So I hope he didn't get hexed beads. I I guarantee you it must have been because this guy from what I've heard, these monks aren't really monks, they're just scammers. They act like monks, they dress like monks, they live in like their version of a monk temple, but they're not 100% real monks, from what I've been told. I agree. I agree, Catherine. I agree. So if any of you ever tour in the US and a monk walks straight up to you and tries to grab your arm, don't let him grab your arm. He's going to throw a bracelet on you. He's going to try to give you a token, and he's going to try to get you to pay him 20 to 38 US dollars. And already it feels very violating that somebody just walks up to you and grabs your wrist. Oh, you should be glad, Lisa, because oh my God. And they act all nice about it. I mean, they're not rough. They don't like, surprise you by grabbing your wish. They just walk up to you and they just like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just they just take your hand and you're just in awe because it's like you've never seen something like this before. And then that's how you fall for the trap. Also, I will have to admit that monk was kind of cute. He was kind of. So yeah, I fell for it pretty bad. But it's just by luck. I always fall for the scammers and the assholes. That's why I'm not in a relationship. I always like the bad boy, but not the right bad boy. And when they act sweet, they eventually turn into assholes. Let's see. All right. Now, you guys, my hair does not look well. So I'm about to take this wig off so I can start spraying the inside of it. So I apologize what you're about to see. But as you can see how helmet that is? Look how helmety that is. Oh Lord. So what you do is after you've literally layered the exterior, you want to spray areas that you've the inside areas of the inner areas that you sprayed. And then hold on, I just got to do something real quick. I did not do this earlier, which was move the pins off this canvas. Well, actually, wait a minute. Uh, yeah, I'm doing it right. You want to carefully slide it like that because the way you have the wig like this, it's the thickest part, and then you just slowly ease it. All right. And there. Oh. Right. Now I'm taking the pins out of my actual hair because I had the back part of my mohawk and a little bun itself. See, did I get all of them out? Yeah, I got all of them out. Ugh. And then All right, now we got a relaxed hawk. Let me put that away. Very true. Very true. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I should have done it. When I had that wig on, I thought I should have done. Look at this. I found out that I can turn a jabot into a bonnet. Lest I and thou, if beef, who try to do harm or fruitful gain from hurting or even. Mm. I should start doing that too. But I think it's safe. Most of my jewelry I get these days are from Temu. Very true. Very true. Like, let me see. Okay. Other than my index finger on this hand, I actually did a pretty good job in redoing my nails. I owned a cursed. Oh my. I gifted to a person, and that person. Oh my god, that kind of remind. There's this horror movie. It's short. It's called The Wig. I don't know how to spell the name, but I know how to pronounce it. It's called The Wig of Miss Laveau. So in this horror movie, a witch is hung who murdered a whole bunch of people, and she had a secret, and she asked her executioner not to take her wig off until like the very end. So after she died, they noticed that her wig fell off, and then when they went to inspect, they realized something menacing after the wig was taken off. And then later, years later, and this is going to sound very gross, there's this middle-aged actress who is going to be playing this witch in a movie, and her name was Miss Laveau. And Miss Laveau found the wig from that legend, the actual authentic wig from the legend. And I don't know how she did it, but basically she pulled a Kim Kardashian with like how Kardashian pulled all my inner gaze coming out. How I think was it Kim Kardashian? I can't remember. It was one of the Kardashians who basically wore Marilyn Monroe's happy birthday dress, which was a big taboo. So this actress, decades before this Kardashian woman ever was born, basically did something similar. She spent millions of dollars to buy a wig from the 18th century that was worn by a witch. And this wig, according to Miss Laveau, was made from the hair of her victims. So she had all these lovers and she killed them. And then she would rip one strand of hair at a time off of their scalps. And she made herself a wig and then she enchanted it with magic. And this wig's supposed to make her gorgeous. So Miss Laveau was literally wearing ancient history on her head to play the actual witch that made this wig. So she puts it on and she turns drop dead gorgeous. And at the very end of the movie, you find out she turned into a monster. But yeah, it is on YouTube, free to watch. Not very good screening, but it's a good movie. It's a good movie. But yeah, Gothica, your story about that wig reminded me of that movie. I'm like, ugh. It's like seriously, it's just like literally now the whenever Miss Lowell took the wig off, she went crazy. She was like, she had to have the wig on. She had to have the wig on. And if anyone saw her without the wig, saw what she had transformed into, she had to kill him. She like immediately had to kill them. And then at the very end of the movie, you see what the wig did to her whenever she takes the wig off. It's almost like it slowly takes their soul. I did not do a good job on my middle finger on this hand. There is every time when I paint my nails, I always miss a little area, and then I go over it, and then later on, and they all get mucked up. I'll be scratching my jaw or something, and they're mucked up. So I will say, Sally Hansen, a popular brand, but it is not hard as nails. This stuff literally peels off like cheap stickers. But unfortunately, it's the only thing that I can afford within my budget. But I thought we'd do something fun, and when they dry, experiment on one finger with this. Color Mania. It's from the Halloween line from last year, and it's like a jack o' lantern. It's supposed to be the color jack o' lantern, and it's like this orange iridescent color. It's got like this kind of a reddish iridescent overtone. I don't know if it's going to be picky. No, it doesn't pick up on the. Well, actually, a little bit. Or like literally right there. It looks like it's coming out pink, but it's actually red. So we just did this hand first. So I think the nails on this hand has dried. So we're going to do an overlay of jack-o'-lantern, at least on the thumb. Let me take a little bit of the excess off and then just kind of see what happens. Oh, you guys, there's a reaction. There is a okay. So I might do another coat, but look at that. It looks interesting. You can actually see the other iridescent color. Oh, I like the color too. Yeah, something very similar to that. It is an old timey movie, black and white. So when you see the wig, like it's supposed to be 18th century, but for some reason they made it look like pinup girl hairstyle, pinup girl ponytail. Yes, it does. It's like really cool. I can't wait to see what happens when I put maybe a second or a third coat on it. And if it looks good, we might paint the other nails. I'm so tempted to paint another coat now, but it's like I need to wait. I literally need to wait because the last few times I've tried to use this, I was just too impatient. But I never used it over my black nails. Anyone has what are you? Anyone have some fun plans today? My plan is to order groceries from Amazon with my food stamps later. Wait for some items to be delivered, and then probably just chill. I don't know. I've just been in a chill mood today. If somebody invites me out, I might just, I might accept the invite. Okay. We have the second layer on, and you kind of get an idea of how chippy my nails are. Oh, cool, cool, cool. That's cool, Star. Oh yeah, go back to sleep. That's awesome. You know, my plan is I'm probably going to take some naps too today because the weather has not been very nice. It's just been kind of gloomy, and it zaps my energy. Yeah, playing games is very relaxing. So I do have some news, and I'm probably going to jinx myself. My insane neighbor has finally calmed down. Every now and then he might do a little shout it out in the hallway, but he hasn't been doing it like 24/7, 7 days a week, nonstop. But I'm saying for now because he might definitely do it again. Because I don't want to say he stop because you never know. They may, right when I say that, he might start it right up. Mm. Here, Star. I'm not sure if you were here when I was showing the nail polish earlier, Star, but this is jack-o'-lantern over black nail polish. What do you think? Do you think it's kind of jack-o'-lantern, or do you think what do you think? The first layer, it looked really cool, but the second layer, it's starting to kind of like, meh. All right, let's do third layer. Oh, Lord. All right, all right, let's add that to it. Yeah, it's Color Mania Jack-O-Lantern. It's from their Halloween and fantasy line. I got a mermaid fantasy color, which is a black with a green tint, like a green holographic tint. And then I grabbed the jack-o'-lantern, and it's nice. This is the third layer, so it looks a little bit better. It's kind of creepy though, with the excess black around it, so it kind of gives it like a weird look. I'm not going to do all my nails like this. I just wanted to experiment with just one nail. I can't wait for Halloween either. I seriously cannot wait for Halloween again either. I was so devastated that we could not do a full. We went to the Space Needle on the month of Halloween, but the actual day of Halloween we couldn't because it was raining, and a lot of people were not feeling too well, and we were not about to go walk in the rain. We were not about to go walk in the rain. Oh, I love that, Lisa. I love that idea. That's basically what I did. Since we didn't celebrate Halloween, we weren't able to. We watched horror movies and we got drunk. Yep, and I think that was also the night I found that movie, the Wig of Miss Laveau. I honestly do not remember how that search popped up either. I think I was just in a. I think maybe typed in classic unique horror movies on YouTube, and then that option just popped up, and then there was a picture of forget what the picture was. It was like some sort of ghoulish looking picture, and I was chuckling because I was like, okay, let's watch that. Oh, I saw the best blooper in a horror movie, one of those black and white horror movies. So it's called The Horrors of Spider Island. It's this man and his wife. They're looking for dancers, and they're going overseas. They end up in a plane crash. They end up on an island. Um, and there's like these. Oh, hey, Scene Blue Silver, how's it going? In this movie, there's like these. They're not in the movie very long, which is unfortunate. But the first introduction you see, they're like they look like these little old men with these little old men with uh big black alien eyes and little beaks on a spider body with little fingers on the ends of their little spider legs. And then you could tell that it was a trick wire, but it lifted one of the fingers of the puppet. And I swear to you, it looked like the monster spider creature flipped the camera off. How are you, seeing Blue Silver? We're it's a wig working night. We were working on a wig. Now we're waiting for it to dry. We're on the verge of almost finishing it. And we're just experimenting with nails. We just did a black, we just painted our entire nails black, and then we tried a jack-o'-lantern color over the black. And now I'm just waiting for it to dry. Oh, it's 8:48 a.m. over there. Oh, Bella Lugosi in love with an actress? Um, Gothica, I have a question. If you ever, I think I might know who the actress he's referring to. So there was a movie that Bela Lugosi did. It's called Abbott and Lou Costello Meet Frankenstein, I think, and he plays Dracula for I think the last time in that movie. And there was an actress. I cannot think of the actress's name, but her character was called Sandra Monet. I can't pronounce, I don't know if I'm saying her last name right, but I know her first name was Sandra or Sandra. And she was from the same place where he was from. And in the commentary, the guy that was like hosting the commentary, he said that these two would chit chat a lot. And from the way that he was talking about it, it sounded like these two must have chemistry. What's what's the actress's name? Do you know? Do you remember? Because it'd be so cool if, like, literally, if I'm right. Oh my God. Seeing Blue Silver, are you able to Google search who the that actress was who played Sandra in that movie? I just cannot think of her name. Oh, that's cool, Gothica. That is so cool. I will admit, I used to have a little crush on Bella Lugosi. I heard a story, and this is also in the commentary special of the Bella, Abbott and Lou Costello Meet Frankenstein, and they were talking about an actress who played the female vampire in I can't think of the name of the movie, but Bela Lugosi was also in that vampire movie. And she said she remembered when she was a teenager, she saw Bela Lugosi as Dracula on stage. And I think she said he was like in his early 30s or late 20s when he played Dracula on stage. And she said he like put his all in it and he just literally she's long story short, she did a good job. I mean, he did a good job. And I managed to find a photo of Bela Lugosi, not dressed up as Dracula in his late 20s or early 30s, but I want to say I want to say it was one of those I forget what they call it, but it's like once upon a time when you went to the theater, they would do photographs of the opera performers, and it would be like these, it almost looked like high school photos, but they were photos of stage performers, and it was that type of a photograph, and it was so well done. And he looked, I mean, he was a handsome man, and he looked really handsome back then. Lenora Albert, yes. Lenore Albert, yes. Do you think it was? Do you? Does that name sound familiar, Gothica? Lenora Albert, Kara, or no, Carla? It could be Carla. Hmm. I do recall because I love black and white horror movies. I do recall one actress named Carla. I just can't think of the last name, and I can't think of the movie that I saw her in. But I do remember an actress named Carla who was around the time that Bela Lugosi was around, and I'm trying to remember what the last name might have been. Mm. You guys look. This is not wanting to stay on. It's like it's not wanting to dry. It's not wanting to do nothing. It's like literally not drying. I think it's not supposed. You're not supposed to try to make black nail polish look pretty with LA color. All right, that's as best as we can get that. Let me see. Carla T. Bracey appeared in. Okay. It must have been a stage performer he knew when he was doing, because I know he worked in theater. So he might have met her at Broadway. Oh, Gothica, I wouldn't put it past. And I'm sure he knew how to do it well, especially, oh my God, especially with his accent. Woo. I'm telling you, if I was alive back then and if I was a woman, I'd probably melt like butter if Bella Lugosi wooed me. There is one movie I did not like Bella Lugosi in, and his character I think was called Sutan or Sutan. I can't remember, but it was just not a good part for him. Oh yeah, accents are so attractive. They are so attractive. All right, I'm getting ready to do another wig test because I think there's another wig that needs maintenance, but I have to do it on my head. So I'll be right back. I am going to go grab that wig. No. Oh, you did it anyway, didn't you? Ugh, they just slip off these styrofoam heads like butter. Ugh. All right. All right, let's get this one. Oh, look at that flyaway. Look at that flyaway. All right. Ugh. And then what we want to do is we want to, right now, we just need. Oh, yes, it does. It just needs a little maintenance. Last time I wore this wig, I think, was Krampus, the Krampus event. So this is the wig that I talked about, I want to say, in my 4-hour live stream. This is the wig that has the really nice hairline that I'm just in love with because it reminds me of my hairline back in high school. Because I used to have the iconic vampire widow's peak. And I just had like this sharp, it just makes me think of my old hairline before I started shaving the front and thinning out the hair. Would it be okay to look it up, Gothica? Sure. I would be very interested in what my past life was like. By the way, Gothica, were you? Yeah, you were here. You were there earlier on Star Raven stream when I talked about the lady in the red coffin. Oh no, the glass coffin. My bad. The lady in red in the glass coffin. Oh, we got a lot of flyaways, you guys. All right, let's spray that. Spray them all back. They were just all over my face, so now we're going to spray them back. Spray them back. Oh, yeah. Well, basically, the subject of past lives and stuff came up, and through dreams, like we were talking about dreams, and then past lives came up, and then I was sharing a dream that I had where trying to, like I said, I'm sleepy, so I'm trying to remember exactly how I said it. I dreamt of red fabric and being under yellow water and glass. And then I looked it up and they found a body, a well preserved body of someone from the Civil War times in a red dress, in a glass coffin, in wine. And back then, wine is, the type of wines that they had was yellow. So if they were able to see this person, it had to have been white wine. And white wine isn't just white, it's yellow. It's like a yellow. And it's just like, because, sometimes if I can remember the dream and if I can get on my laptop before it just blops out of my head, I will look it up. And then that was the one of those times where I managed to get it, before it blopped out of my head. I was able to look it up. Speak of the devil, I hear his door shutting, so the tweaker is up. The tweaker is up. Damn it. All right, so. We are going to go crazy, I guess, when it comes to him. Oh, that was a relative or a close friend? Oh, dear. All right, let me fix this. It is slightly raised up. We don't want that. All right, let me put on my glasses. And then let me. All right. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, because no one knows who she is. No one literally knows who she is because she's just. And they put her underground. They put her back underground. And her new grave marker is just the lady in red. Yes, it was very suspicious. No one did it. No one did it when they did an inspection on this preserved body. They found nothing. There was nothing that they couldn't find anything. Possibly. I think they said she was buried near a ruin. She was or close to a plantation somewhere near a well-known family. It's been a little bit since I've read that article. Yes, lots of things happen in New Orleans. This one about the lady in red did not happen in New Orleans, though. It's not as scary as it looks. Lily. Oh, by the way, hello, Lily. It's good to see you. Um, oh no, wait a minute. That was Lisa. I'm sorry. I'm slightly sleepy, you guys. I'm working late. But good to see you, Lily. Um, it's not as scary as it seems, Lisa. I was watching somebody who just did a birthday video visit, and they showed the regular half of New Orleans. They didn't show that it's not just a city that's just spooky everywhere. It's like it looks like a regular normal town, which I very appreciated because every time when I see stories about New Orleans, they always have to show the spooky. But this part from this video that I watched, it made New Orleans organic. It's not just a place of witchy attraction; it's actually a real town. So what he shared made it very organic. Mm. Well, it's good to have you here, Lily. It's so good to have everybody here. All right. Ooh, shoot. Ooh. Um, that is the best way to do productive things. Oh, yes, very true. Big hugs, Lily. You guys, I have no idea what the heck I'm doing, but I just, for some reason, I want to put brows on my face right now. I'll be washing them off after, but for some reason, I just want to do brows right now. This always happens. Well, not always happens. I just. All right, let's put that away before we go overboard. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Literally, I saw the stubble. I think I saw the stubble or the brow line, and it's just I just had to trace it. I had to trace my brows. Plus, it's been a while since I've seen my natural brows, so I just, for some reason, I just wanted to look. They're not that bad. I'm guessing this is what my brows would look like if I had them waxed and trimmed. Otherwise, they would have just been regular caterpillars. Oh yes, back in those days, from Rome all the way to the 16th century. Yeah, all the way to the six. From what I can remember, 16th century. Female and male roles in stage was always played by men. Even the women were played by men. I should sew a wig clip. No, a hair clip because this wig is, it wants to pull off on occasion. So I think I might, but bobby pins fix it. Bobby pins fix it. But we're not going to put bobby pins in it tonight because, like I said, we're just styling. We're just like maintenance, wig maintenance. Oh, it's fine, Gothica. Oh, I love that stuff. I seriously love that stuff. That was me in high school. I was so passionate about my what I in history. I was so passionate in history, and everybody looked at me like I was like a plague. Literally, I just love talking about it, and just got so passionate about it. And I think the students just got so sick of listening to it. All right, this one's done. Let me grab the wig container for it. Well, the wig container. I don't have a wig container for it. I have a styrofoam head. Okay. All right. We ripped off the scalp. Okay. Ah! All right. Where is a pin? Pin, 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 pin. We lost the pin, but we'll just work with it. And then we'll put one over there. All right, I'll be right back, you guys. All right. Ugh. Now for wig 3. This is our final wig for the evening. All right, trivia time. Can anyone remember who this is? Not the face, but the wig. There is a movie of Albert Sordi. He had a movie about the first women to be introduced to actors. The mobile people called them ladies of the night. Oh, so that's where the term ladies of the night came from. Yes, please do. Trivia time. Can anyone remember who this is? Let's see. First, let's see how it looks on. Okay. Oh, Lord, it's crooked as hell. Look at that. Oh, God, I just poked my head with a pen. All right. Right now, that's just... No. OMG. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Let's just try to fix that. Okay. Neat Mercury girls. My cheese. The girls. Okay. We shall check that out, Gothica. The Marquis del Grillo. The Marquis de Grillo. Okay. Okay, guys, what do you think? It's been running through my head for the last few days. Oh, no worries, Star. You're fine. It's been a hold on. It's been a while. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. All right. All right. I got good. I got my water. Let me liquidate my throat for this. Oh yeah, I wanted to do a crazy hairstyle, and I saw a portrait with a hairstyle like this, and I wanted to replicate. All right, let me see. Let me. It's been a while since I did the characters voice. Let me see if I can do it. So we meet again. This is Ben von Snobs, Wig Keeper, and Fly Swatter. Oh, very, very true. I actually have a research. I actually, well, not, I don't have research. I have a book that goes into detail about that. It's called The American Duchess, and it has little tutorials on how to do hairstyles and such. Let me see. Every day, comb hair, tease hair, curl hair. Nothing but hair in my mouth, hair up my nose. Everywhere it's hair. Nothing but hair. That they would, Gothica. But they definitely could hide a lot of stuff in their hair. There was a story that I can remember that a married noble couple was mugged and before but they got away without getting robbed. And the reason is because the wife, her wig was so huge, she was able to hide all their valuables inside of her wig. No one knew the better. Your 2-year-old is chuckling. Aw. All right. Let me see. Should I do another one? Should I do another Baron Steak skit? Let me see. Let me think of one. I know something. I know what you did. You stole my flash water. I know you did. I know you did. Now where is it? Where is my flash water? Okay. Aww. I'm glad to hear that, Gothica. There is a 2 or 3-year-old here who lives in the building, and he is scared shitless of me. He will not walk past me. He, like, literally, he's a little diva. Will, like, fake cry whenever he sees me. And I don't know why he does it. And it's because it's like, I don't do anything to him. So it's nice to know that I don't make every kid cry. There we go. We're ripping his scalp off. We're ripping the Baron's scalp off. Oh. I don't know what's going on here. I'm going to. Oh, yeah. We have little crusty bits. All right, we got them off. I'll be honest, you guys. I don't know how I did this. I know this wig is not this long. This wig is not this long. So I think I just don't remember how I did it. I know there's no way I can get it undone if I needed to wash this wig. It would never look as good. So let's hope there's never a time I have to wash this. And if I do, it only needs to be, it can be like pat dried washed. All right, let's put, oh shit, there's more. What is this? Oh. Oh, Star, you're going to love this. There is pigment. After I wash this wig, I am finding pigment of the baby powder. And it's like all dried and crusty now. Oh my god. Fortunately, never again. We will never be doing anything with magical unicorn powder ever again. get it. Oh, there. I put one wig away, and then they all want to topple down on me. All right, so we'll do a quick brush. And then, let's see, 134. See, some kids and oh, that's cool. What the fuck? What fell on my nose? The heck? What is that? Okay. There's shit falling on off my ceiling now. That's just what I need. Some shit falling off my ceiling. I swear, I guarantee you this building's going to get condemned. This building is going to get condemned. Because I don't know what it was, but there was some stuff that just fell like on the bridge of my nose. And then I noticed in the mirror there was some on my forehead, and it looks like the paint, the weird mocha cream colored paint. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. Ugh. Was the lizard poop worse than bird poop? Because I've had a bird. I've had a pigeon shit on me several times. I've had it shit on one of my hats. I've had it shit on my shoulder. So I've been baptized in pigeon shit. Okay. Taking my sleep aid so I don't end up just in case I need the extra help for in case he starts it up, because I heard him slamming his door a few times. So he's still up. He's just quiet. So I'm glad that he's quiet, but he does not know how to shut a door properly. Shit. I'm losing everything. Now then, we question. I've been plotting to do it, but would you guys enjoy a bed get ready for bed live stream where I just chat with you guys as I get ready for bed? Would that be something you guys would like, me chit chatting with you while I get ready to go to bed? And you guys just watch me put like nighttime cream on my face, brush my hair out, and oh yes, they can poo while flying, and I have to give them kudos for that because that's talent. They can poop while flying, and it's like torpedoes. It's like those airplanes that shoot like release bombs. That's what their flying pigeon poop is like. It's a bomb of shit that will ruin your day if you're on your way out. You would? Okay. Okay, we are. So I'm just basically what I'm doing is I am taking the oil from my scalp and I'm fusing it with the dyed hair. So when I wake up, it doesn't tangle back as much. I'll still have the Medusa hair, but Mhm. Yeah, I'll think about it because I was think. Well, actually, I've been thinking about it, but I'll think on it more now. No, just a regular brush. Oh yeah, he's slamming doors again. I can hear him. Well, actually, that did not sound like him. It sounded like maybe 329. Terrific. She is home. That's lovely. Okay, Star. You made an avatar of Bucky McBadbat from Oh, Very Odd Parents. Oh, oh, that's cool. All right. Oh shit! As always, I'm dropping everything. Yeah, he's up. I just heard his door this time. This time the door sounded like it was next door to me. Wonder why he's up at this hour. Probably high as a kite. This kind of reminds me, the way my hair is right now, reminds me of how my hair used to look like, much more thicker. But this is giving me back flashbacks of when I had the bold haircut. Oh my god. I looked like DJ from the Roseanne show. If I wasn't looking like DJ, I looked like Alfalfa. This is so strange. This is so strange seeing my hair like this. Now I have a mullet. I have turned my mohawk to look like a mullet. Oh my god. Oh yeah, yeah. It's the hair color. Everything makes the hair. And plus, this is just, like I said, I am just getting ready for bed now. I've already done all my wigs. I'm just like I said, I am brushing off excess pigment. I'm getting the natural oils of my hair. Um, literally, look. All right, this is gonna. I don't know if you can see that. That is some of the gunk that I'm pulling out of my hair. That is like probably 4 or 5 layers of hairspray on my scalp that I'm combing out. That's like melting off into a gook. But I do this every night, you guys, before I go to bed. Night cream, well, I face cream, hair brushing, get all the oils out into the dry areas. Finish it off of a soft brush. May have not got all the gunk out of it, but just enough to where when I wake up, it's not painful to brush. And then when I wake up in the mornings, more cream, coffee, face shaving, eyebrow shaving, and then if necessary, scalp shaving. And then I style my hair. I put the product all back in. And and then I do my face if I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff. I'll do my face, go on my outing, run my errands, and then I'm getting sleepy because my brain's starting to fart. Whenever I brain fart, I pause. But yeah. But tomorrow we're not going to really be doing. Like I said, I'm just going to be I'm going to buy my groceries online. And like I said, I'm going back to the potato burrito. Josie, I hear you. Josie, oh, she's coming, you guys. You might be able to get a nightcap with Josette. Let me push this back a bit. Hello, sweetie. There's some people who would like to see you. You'd be ready. Come on. Oh, yes. Yes, baby. Oh, baby. We're going to be going to bed. I know you're having a meltdown because we're not going to bed yet. We normally would have been in bed almost 2 hours ago, but Daddy had to do some work. Yes, Daddy had to do some work. Yeah. Say hello, babies. Baby, you okay? You're trembling. Yeah, sweetie, hold on. Let me just. Yes. Yes. Yeah, okay. I'm going to put you down. There we go. Oh. And that was Josie. I cooked and prepared 2 items. A spinach pie. And from scratch, and a pasta pie, we call it. Try to think about the era that and might get more about the past life. Okay. True, very true, Gothica. So this is natural light now, because we just turned off our special light that we use for cams. It was getting a little too hot. Oh, this is so weird. I actually kind of like how this hair looks right now. Somebody's dog is up now. I hear them screeching and squawking. Yes, it does. I'm surprised how long it's last. I'm very happy that it's lasted so long. Normally, when I used to make the color from scratch, it would not stay this pigmented. I haven't had to dabble in the dye that I have, so I'm quite impressed. I just wish it would grow a little bit faster. Hmm. We shall see, Gothica. But knowing me, whenever I go to bed, I guarantee I must waller around in that bed while I'm sleeping. I don't know what the hell I do when I'm sleeping, but when I wake up, the bed, it may look like it's nice right now, but it looks like a train wreck. And the next day, the one from the YouTuber seems good. Mm. Yeah. Oh Lord. I'm like very grateful this does not has not stained my bedroom wall. But it's gotten to that point where I'm not seeing loose pigment come out whenever I wash it. So I think I'm getting most of the loose pigment is almost out of it now. Mm. Okay, you guys, it is almost like literally it's 1:58 a.m. It is almost 2 a.m. here. I think we shall call it a night, or I should say early morning. It's like basically 1:58 a.m. And I am pretty tired. Plus I took the sleep aid, so it's starting to take effect. Um I and plus I'm also like kind of getting sidetracked because I'm like I have not never seen myself stream live with natural light, and it horrifies me because I am like literally, I don't know. But anyway, I it just tells you that my brain is about to malfunction because it wants to go to bed. Josette wants me to go to bed. So, because normally whenever she does that, it means she wants to go to bed. So I am gonna have to go to bed now. And I definitely need to go to bed. I might post a how to for this. Oh, that would be great. Please let me go. please let me know, Gothica. I am a big fan of spinach, and I've never heard of a spinach pie. So I would like let me know. Like literally, let me know. I would love to know. Oh wow. It's like an hour before noon where you're at. Anyway, my besties, I am off to bed. I want to thank you all for coming again. I might do another late stream tomorrow night. Like I said, I am thinking about doing a video where I get ready for bed and I just chat with you guys. So I am considering it. And hey, it might be something new. It might be something new for everybody. Oh, I won't let them out. They cling to me. As you can see, I have like my little bits right here. They're gonna cling to me. Thank you all for coming. I am so grateful that to have you guys here. And like I said, I might do another late night stream tomorrow. Well, later tonight, I should say. uh Ooh, Popeye style. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. Please, 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 please let me know. Please, please, please let me know. All right, guys, I'm going to end it now. Have a great rest of your morning or your evening, wherever you are. I will see you in the next one. Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you. I'd love that. I would love that. Yes, please tag me. But thank you guys for coming. I will see you all later. Have a wonderful morning or evening wherever you are. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Oh.